Hi, everyone, and welcome to the sixth annual Holidays with Hemingway party. I'm Suzanne Del Gizzo. I'm the editor of the Hemingway Review and the chair of the media committee, who I have to thank for all their help putting this evening together. And we're so pleased to have you back with us again this year. This is a COVID tradition that seems to be sticking. And so we're so delighted to welcome back President Carl Eby for the formal welcome to the party. Carl?
Thanks so much, Suzanne, and welcome and happy holidays. Thanks everybody for joining us. We've got a terrific evening planned. We've got music, both holiday music and Hemingway themed music, games, random breakout rooms where you can interact with old friends and make new ones. Um, we'll be talking about what Hemingway was doing 100 years ago. And of course, we're going to have our signature holiday cocktail and toast. And of course, I want to thank our media committee who works so hard to put everything together, for tonight's event, but for us all the time. They're doing all kinds of work for us. I can't say enough about what Suzanne does with the Hemingway Review, uh, besides chairing this committee, the media committee. Kirk Kernet works so hard on the newsletter.
Does he, though? Where is it this
He
year?
does. I have a suspicion that our correspondent is secretly Kirk. Anyways, Lisa Tyler, what she does with the blog, Michael Von Cannon with the podcast, um, Sharon Hamilton, Tom Bevilacqua, all doing fabulous work for us. And I want to thank tonight's bartender extraordinaire, Marcos Norris, as well. Um, so now, let me turn things over to Suzanne.
Yeah,
We'll get
and there's
started.
nothing to do except get the party started, Carl. Let's
All
go.
right. We'll go, and I'll try to keep my hat from disappearing and appearing. It's
It's
going
part of
all
the
over the
fun
place.
holiday magic.
Yes,
Holiday magic.
exactly. It's a magic hat.
Welcome to Santa's Workshop. I'm Twinkle Toes.
And I'm Larry.
And we're here to make Papa's cocktail, the Snows of Kilimanjaro. First, check your ingredients. You'll need a clear coupe glass, a lime to wet the rim, and red sugar.
We'll need a jigger, a shaker, and some ice. Next, you'll want to pour 3 ounces of vanilla vodka. Tastes like melted ice cream had a glow up.
1 ounce of cream of coconut. It's like a snow day in the Bahamas.
Two ounces of white cranberry juice.
Rim your glasses with the red sugar. Shake your cocktail. And pour.
Garnish with 3 maraschino cherries on a toothpick.
And that's the snows of Kilimanjaro. It's all ready for you, Papa.
This is a presentation about Ernest Hadley and Bumby's Christmas of 1925. You can see a beautiful picture here of Hemingway and Bumby, where they were that year in Schruns, Austria, at a wonderful ski resort. This was a place that the family had also come to the previous year. They had been in Schruns as well in 1924, and they'd had an incredible time. During their time there that year, Hemingway and Hadley took a horse-driven sleigh through the valley to the St. Gallen Church, where they spent the night at what Hemingway would describe as a beautiful, very beautiful old inn. And this is the description he wrote of it for the movable feast. The wood of the walls of the room where we ate and drank was silky with the years of polishing. So were the tables and chairs. We slept close together in the big bed under the feather quilt with the window open and the stars close and very bright. In the morning after breakfast, we all loaded up to go up the road and started the climb in the dark with the stars close and very bright, carrying our skis on our shoulders. It was a place that they loved to ski, and he wrote about that experience as well. This is from The Snows of Kilimanjaro, where he wrote about the fast slipping rush of running powder snow on crust, singing hi, ho, then running the orchard in 3 turns out across the ditch and onto the icy road behind the inn, knocking your bindings loose, kicking the skis free, and leaning them up against the wooden wall of the inn, the lamplight coming from the window, where inside in the smoky, new wine-smelling warmth, they were playing the accordion. The place presented a magical Christmas experience, not only for Ernest and for Hadley, but also for their child as well. When they had traveled to Schruns the previous year, they had hired a local teenager, Mathilde Braun, to care for Bumby. She was nicknamed Tiddy, and she would become a beloved guardian for the toddler and would again take care of him when the family arrived in Schruns for the 2nd Christmas in a row. With his Tiddy, Bumby was extremely happy. John Hemingway later had fond memories of several Christmases with her and her family. According to Hadley biographer Gioia de Liberto, John later recalled, "We lit candles to put on the tree and ate dark gingerbread. I think there was also some burning pine." So was it, therefore, a perfect Christmas? Certainly everyone seemed very happy. Hadley was enjoying skiing during the day, while Hemingway was working on the final draft of A Sun Also Rises, a novel that he felt very confident would be successful. And then, as I've said, their little toddler was also very happy. So everything seemed to be quite perfect. But a friend would show up on Christmas Day to complicate that story. Pauline Pfeiffer, an American friend of the couple's, who they had met in Paris earlier that year, arrived in Schruns on Christmas Day to spend 2 weeks with the Hemingways. According to Gioia de Liberto in her Hadley biography, new friends viewed Pauline Pfeiffer as a small-boned and lively as a partridge, with dark bangs on her forehead and long emerald jeweled earrings hanging from the neat lobes of her ears. With one friend, Kay Boyle, recalling how the muscles were knotted, firm as tennis balls, in the high calves of her rather short but shapely legs. Pauline was already in love with Ernest and had arrived in Schruns with the likely motive of winning him away from Hadley. So were they that year really the happy family they seemed? Well, we know how that story ended, and it's not necessarily a happy story and not necessarily a Christmas story. So I'm going to conclude with a different story. This is a picture of a trip that was made to Schruns in 1988 by the members of the International Ernest Hemingway Society. I hope that some of the callers on this call tonight recognize this picture and may even have been part of this wonderful experience. So at least for the Hemingway Society, this Christmas story ends very happily. Thank you.
We three kings of Orient are bearing gifts, we traverse afar, field and fountain, moor and mountain, following yonder star.
Wow, what a party, Carl. I had such a great time. I can't believe that year after year we managed to wrestle up such great talent and so much fun. But I guess it's the nature of the society. We're a bunch of fun people inspired by a guy who, enjoyed life to the fullest, as we know. But it's that time of the evening where we have to begin our goodbyes. So, Carl, I'm going to turn it over to you for your farewell toast, your final farewell toast, in fact, as president of the society.
Bittersweet, but yeah, it's wonderful. We're such a family, and so let's raise a glass. Here's to being together tonight. Also, to all of our friends who are with us here, but to our absent friends who couldn't be here with us tonight. That includes notably, Patrick Hemingway, who we lost this past year. Here's looking forwards to next summer in Toronto. This is going to be marvelous, and I'm just looking forward to it so much. And I want to thank the conference committee who's been working so hard to put this event together. It's going to be amazing. Here's also to the new members of the board, Deborah Modelmog and Ross Tangadal. And here's to our incoming new president, Verna Kale. Here. I'm just so happy to be able to turn over the reins to somebody like Verna. She's fabulous, and we're in just great shape. I also can't say that without a big thank you to Gail Sinclair, who's stepping down from the board after at least 20 years of service on the board for us. And Gail has done so much in so many ways. Boy, when she was running, the membership, keeping track of that for the society and running all the finances on the society side of the house, the amount of work was enormous. And she always did it with good humor and was just always such a delight to work with and always so on top of things. And she's also somebody who helped to organize 2 conferences. And she's the only person I can think of who's worked on 2 conferences that closely. And she's just been so marvelous and so important to everything that we do. And I can't thank her enough. And I know that we all have those things. And so I want to include that in the toast. So here's to our friendship. Here's to what brings us together, Hemingway and his work. May the coming year for all of you be joyful and fulfilling and full of love. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Until Toronto.
Hear, hear.